Good morning and welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in. We have messages from your animal spirit guides, and our card of focus today is Tortoise. I love this image. And it says you're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded. Right? I mean, I think we all sort of feel that way these days. But when you're feeling pressure from any number of fronts, you're being pulled this way, you're being pulled that way. Maybe you feel like you're spread a little too thin by the demands of modern life. It's really easy to give in to kind of a false sense of urgency, right? To feeling out of balance and fragmented. And it creates a constant state of tension. It can make you forgetful or have difficulty sleeping, right? And you might even, in an attempt to sort of stabilize and center yourself, resort to the use of addictive substances or activities, right? Something that's going to help you feel a little more at home in your own skin. Meanwhile, your mind continues to rush from one thing to the next while your body's trying to play catch up. It's exhausting. The world around us creates a constant assault on our senses, right? Computers, internet, cell phones, faxes, televisions, news, all these things. Drama, 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 right? So the first thing you want to do is recognize that most of the things that you treat as an emergency or crisis, they're not. They're merely just inconveniences. They sort of make that flow of everyday life kind of bumpy, all right? And then slow down. Move a little slower than you're accustomed to moving, right? Practice breathing slower and deeper. Every opportunity that you get, it really will help calm you down a little bit, okay? And it's going to help you align with your internal rhythms rather than being in this continuous reactivity to all those outside forces that are just bombarding us every day on this grand scale, right? Figure out what grounds you. Maybe it's spending time in nature. Maybe it is going for a walk. Maybe it is watching the birds. Maybe it is spending time with your kitty or your dog or your child or your partner, or there's a special place that you can go, or maybe you have a special nook in your house. Do you like to read? When's the last time you read? So there's all kinds of things. You need to figure out what it is for you that can help ground you, okay? When you do, notice the difference in how you feel, right? Notice what's around you and see if your mind can be a little bit calmer, because what you want to do is to create a solid connection with the earth. Ground down into the energies of Mother Gaia to help calm us. Like this is just a really, really weird time right now. I feel like, and we're all sort of feeling a little shaken, a little less stable, right? And we want to get back to that groundedness. And I can tell you, when you show up in a grounded manner, it is inspiration for other people. When you are calm instead of reactive in situations, it shows other people that they can also be calm instead of reactive in a situation. You see what I'm getting at? So it's contagious. Getting grounded is contagious in a very, very good way. All right, I have the Dreaming Way here today, and we're going to dig into this message. So thank you so much for being here. Oh, wow. Did you see that? Happy to see you here. I forget these cards are so slippery. I don't know. Maybe that was confirmation. It was a joyful confirmation of life. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I'm super honored if I can manage these cards to bring you this message today. All right. Happy to be with you on your journey. Happy that you're with me on mine. Let us support each other as we're meant to, right? We want to help each other rise up, be the best that we can be, and then beyond. Okay, let's dig into this tortoise energy of just slowing down. Remember the tortoise and the hare, right? Slow and steady wins the race. going at your pace instead of the pace that seems to be forced on us by everything, all of these external energies and whatnot. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. So pages are fresh. They're messengers. They come with an approach with something. They are about studying as well. So this Page of Pentacles is all about financial stability. You know, the beginning stages of something that's going to create a stable foundation. Here we go, getting grounded, right? Because Pentacles are very grounding energy. I like how this page is reading from this book and learning about this pentacle that she's carrying around here. All right, so this is the nature of, there's something that you're meant to slow down, right? Because Pentacles are the slowest in the deck. You're meant to slow down and do a little bit of study instead of just kind of freaking out right now, okay? In your energy is the Four of Wands. Now, a lot of people say this is a marriage card. Maybe it is for you. It's in your energy. It's also a milestone marker. This is a card of achievement. You achieved something that you went after. Okay, so it is time to celebrate something. Maybe you just graduated from studying something about finances. I mean, that's sort of the mundane sense. Or you've reached the place where you're ready to start digging into some new areas of study that are going to help you build a stable foundation. Regardless, it can be known as a celebration card, a party card, a card of freedom, a card of union. Okay? Keep in mind, we have the Star card showing up. So this is a card of healing. So everything that the tortoise talked about as far as figuring out how to lessen the stress and the burden on you is a way to heal, right? And it allows the energies to move more freely as opposed to blocking them, right? When we are in this constant fight or flight energy, we can deflect some good things that are meant to come to us. So the Star card is also about your guiding light. It's also about your wishes and your dreams and desires. Your North Star is what you follow to get where you want to go to reach your goals. All right. So there's something about whatever it is that you're working on right now, as in regards to your foundation in the material world, with your groundedness, that is something that you wished and dreamed for at some point. Okay. Wow, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, we have the Three of Wands. So this coming up underneath that Page of Pentacles and learning and strategizing. You know, that Page of Pentacles is a very childlike energy, but this page in particular has the adult-like strategic mind when it comes to finances, properties, investments, that kind of thing. Okay, so this is a great place to be starting. The Three of Wands comes underneath of that, and this is taking action on how you want to build your world. Okay, typically the 2 is the planning stage. The 3 is actually taking action, right? So there's whatever it is that you're working on that you think is going to grow your foundation and allow you to be in a more grounded energy. You're taking action on it, okay? This is in the nature of, or you're meant to take action on it. Cool. In your energy, you have the Chariot. So you are definitely moving forward. And overcoming obstacles. All right. This is beautiful. Maybe that's what this milestone marker is understanding, or getting to the point where you understand that not everything is a crisis. A lot of things are just an inconvenience. And so then we can release that sort of fight or flight energy that isn't necessary for most inconveniences in our life. All right. This is a lesson learned. This is overcoming obstacles. You're learning. Okay. And that could definitely be that milestone marker for you. Especially if you're feeling stretched too thin and being pulled this way and that way. Time to pump the brakes. Time to pump the brakes. You also have the Page of Cups showing up, all right? It's a message of love and magic and fun coming in for you under the star. Yeah, you're meant to be having a beautiful experience, a fun experience in this lifetime, okay? Not everything has to be a struggle. I feel like a lot of our struggles we do to ourselves. And yes, I'm talking about myself too. Right? That saying, make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, that's taking something like the tortoise says and turning it into a crisis when it's just an inconvenience. All right, so this is good. This is a message of love and fun and magic coming in. And I love that it's attached to this star because it has to do with something that you're passionate about. A wish, a dream, a desire. Something that's meant for you. Okay. Well, that's it. Okay, we have the Hangman coming out under the Three of Wands. Okay, so you definitely were in sort of this cosmic timeout for a while, right? Because the Hangman can't move forward in the manner that it's used to moving forward in, right? This is a full stop. This is kind of like hitting a brick wall. And so hanging out for a while, really assessing the situation and, you know, the experiences that we've had and how that's worked out for us. Obviously, it's a card of pivot, right? It's finding a new approach to getting where you want to go. And Tortoise says that's going to require you to calm down, understand what's a true crisis and what isn't, block out some of the noise by figuring out what actually grounds you and makes you feel calm in your life, okay? It is a card of enlightenment, so this is a huge kind of epiphany for you, I think, is what it feels like. Whoa, come back. Come back, come back. Okay, yep, we had two cards that flipped out there. No surprise, since we had the whole deck go cray-cray earlier on. The Four of Swords. Okay, it is a card of rest and recovery, right? When we become so overburdened, the way that, you know, our surroundings and the modern world pulls us in all these directions, we become fatigued, right? So this is a rest and recovery card, and it's coming up in your energy after you've overcome this obstacle, when you have an understanding around you of what's actually happening, and you know how to take yourself into that grounded energy, whether it's through breath work, through whatever it is that grounds you, okay? Obviously, as Tortoise says, staying away from addictive things, right? Because that's not helpful in the long run. The Sun also came out for you. Life force energy, my friend. You're going to be okay. You're going to be amazing. You already are. It's in your energy. It's already in your energy, okay? Under that Page of Cups, look at what we have, the Ten of Pentacles. This is generational wealth. So we're going from this page over here, learning and understanding about how that pentacle, that coin works, to the Ten of Pentacles, of having so much abundance that it actually ripples through generations, right? You have enough to give back, and you have enough to pay forward. This is beautiful. Get yourself grounded. Okay, you're stretched a little too thin right now. And yep. This is all going to happen real fast. This is the Eight of Wands. It's fast-moving energy. It could indicate travel. It could indicate a move. But it just feels like once you figure out what grounds you and you make it a habit to use that tool, right, to keep you grounded, and you enter that realm of understanding what's a real crisis and what's an inconvenience, like things are going to fall into place, and it's going to happen super fast, super, super fast. Okay, we're going to put that there. All right. Let's see what else we have here. This is, I love this reading for you. I love this reading for you. Wow, look at, we have the High Priestess coming out. Probably when you were in that Hanged Man, right? You were digging in with your High Priestessness. Digging in the shadows, understanding, working in the mystical, magical, understanding, dream work, trusting your intuition. Okay, this is what you're being asked to do right now, is trust your intuition. What keeps you grounded? How do you ground yourself? Okay, really important right now, because once you do, whoosh, everything's going to start moving and everything's going to make total sense. If you can get out of this place of feeling, you know, pulled in so many directions, right? It might be time to put yourself number one, which is kind of hard to do. I know, if we have people we take care of, so it's hard to put ourselves first. But it's like they say on the airplane, you know, when that oxygen mask drops, you put yours on first before you help anybody else. It is the only way. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So there's something in the works, right? Something you've been working on. This could have to, you know, have to do with your star card coming up. Something that you've worked on, you're just kind of waiting. Something that you've invested in, you're just kind of waiting. Right? You're waiting for this to come to fruition, but it's going to, because we do have the Ten of Pentacles here. Okay. You might have, actually, you might have more than one thing coming in for you right now, because it feels like there's something that you've been working on for a long time to build this financial foundation for yourself. But then you have this new thing happening over here. So this could be multiple things that you've been working on that are all of a sudden going to click, and you're just going to be like, what? What? And you're going to be victorious. The Six of Wands is victory and triumph, glory. It is a card of recognition, right? So remember when I said, once you can come to things that everyone thinks is a crisis and look at it as just an inconvenience, and you step into the situations without being reactive, but just bringing a calm presence to it, you're going to be showing others how to do this, right? This is a card of recognition. People are going to see this in you. Like I said, it's a bit contagious, right? Being calm, coming into a situation, being calm, it's going to inspire others to take a more calm approach as well. Sometimes it just takes one person in a situation being calm to calm everybody else down. Recognition. You're doing it. You're doing it. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. Not the whole deck. Just, whoa. Cards are flipping like crazy. And we have the Page of Wands. So yeah, it's a spark of an idea. You've got, when this kind of falls into place and your pentacles fall into place and you're grounded and your energy is good and you're understanding your life a little bit better, you do have more sparks of ideas that are going to come in with this Page of Wands, okay? It's almost going to be like a domino effect with this energy for you. It's like everything's going to move all at once. Whoosh, right? With that Eight of Wands there. Okay. All right. That's your message for today. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe. Share with your besties. And I'll see you next time.